Hi. Hello, everybody from first grade. This is Mrs. Talent again. We're going to keep on with our week 1 of remote instruction. So we are doing today is we're going to look at Patriots of American Independence. So we talked about yesterday in our video about how our pilgrims or immigrants came from England to America, and they were actually part or ruled by England. But after a long time, they realized that they did not like their laws and they thought they were unfair, so they wanted to become independent, or they wanted to break apart from England. So we're going to read through our spread here to help us better understand what happened and why they wanted to break up or break apart from England. So right here we see freedom and liberty. It says Britain, which also includes England. We learned that word yesterday from our map, was far away. Even so, people in the colonies had to follow Britain's laws. Many people thought some laws were not fair. For example, they would tax them on stuff and make them pay lots of money, and that was a big part of why they did not like their laws. The leaders of the colonies wanted freedom, or they wanted to break up with England. The Declaration of Independence, that's this right here, this document you can see a picture of, it says it told the British king why Americans wanted to be free. On July 4th, 1776, many colonial leaders signed the Declaration of Independence. Some people were Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams, who were very important people for America. Since Americans had to fight for their freedom, they fought a long war with Britain and they won. The colonies became states, and the states joined together as one country, the United States of America. The leaders knew they needed rules for the country. Everyone agreed that liberty was important, but they didn't agree on everything else. The leaders talked for 4 months to decide on the rules. At last, the leaders agreed. James Madison wrote a draft of the Constitution right here, and the Constitution is a set of rules for our country. It includes the ideas of many people. So these two documents, remember, they're the very important ones we just looked at. This is the Declaration of Independence. This is basically just saying we want to break up with England. We don't want to be, we told the king we don't want to follow your rules or pay you money, and they wanted to break apart and become America. This over here is what our rules are. This is known as our Constitution. Tells everybody what kind of rules or what rights they have. Alright, and now we have our original 13 colonies. So you can see the picture. These are the colonies that were formed, and we'll learn about the importance of the number 13 later. But we have Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. So those are the original 13 colonies. All right, and then you're going to be able to watch a brain pop using the link below. And we'll start at this time right here. Alright, so let's learn about some patriots of the independence from Britain. Many patriots helped our country win the war with Britain. Patriots are people who love their country. George Washington was one of them. He was a leader of all of those who fought in the war with Britain. He was also the first president of the United States after they won the war. Sybil Ludington, you can see right here, it says one night Sybil Ludington's family got word that fighters from Britain were coming. Sybil Ludington rode through the night to warn others. By morning, Americans were ready to fight. So, very important part in making sure that we were ready to fight. James Armistead was a spy. That means he found out about Britain's plans and told the American leaders. The information helped Americans win an important battle. This is Margaret Corbin, and her husband fought in the war. She was the first woman to fight. Alright, so now you can go ahead and do your packets. You can see right here, you're going to be filling in these questions. Make sure you use complete sentences and name one patriot. So use the slideshow to pick one person that we talked about, and you're all set.